Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Offense getting set for first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Dances away to buy time. Trying to get rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback checking off. Dropping back, it's Kane. Makes his connection. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one. It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Quick completion on the out route.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. He's looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the freshman just threw it behind him that time.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target. And then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Henderson. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Reed. Pocket starts to collapse. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the ball is picked off. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll fire to his right. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Dura. Bulldozes his way through. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Looking for space. It's Owens. Open space at the 25. He's loose. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big. When he gets that handoff going to the right, he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Yeah, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Looking to take a shot. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Wow, well, the offense a play ago comes up with a big completion down the field, and they decide to go right back to another passing play to see if they can add on to it, and they were not able to protect the quarterback. Big missed opportunity.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Grabbed behind the line. It's Campbell. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation of the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. He'll toss it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie. Lining up for the PAT. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because is their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
The back goes in motion. To the air, it's Kane. Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique in getting the man on the ground.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying to get the edge on the right. Running with power.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big bag. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to get it through the air. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. They'll try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. So right at the midfield stride, never really a thought about punting. Thought they might try to make them jump, but they pick up the first down.
I think a lot of it speaks to the experience they have up front and in the backfield. Just knowing these guys have been in these sorts of situations before in big games, and they can go out, handle the pressure, and go execute and pick up the first.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Scanning the field, it's Kane. He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell, drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Oh, picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Texas A&M. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turned on the Jets, making the big play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards, but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Hand off from the shotgun. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
You know, runs like like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To the air, it's Kane. He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The offense will come onto the field again. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip, extending the play. He'll let one go down the right side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows they gives them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy, I think, is going to be one of those guys that we're seeing playing in the league.
He makes a grab. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely good.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jumpers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance when you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad. You tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Oh, there's the ball. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Kane. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
This time it's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Using the quick game. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his production.
That's reeled in. It's Henderson. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The aerial assault continues. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gun of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
Whew, boy, his freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there? This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Kane. Now improvising. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Coming out with it, it's Durham. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is...
And the pass is intercepted. Touchdown time. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it out. It's Durham. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Motion from the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Back to throw, it's Reed. He'll take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Durham. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Homer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what...
Lets it fly. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking for a crease. It's Haynes. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. They just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Aggie. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake, obviously.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That defender did not care that the running back was setting up behind him on a screen. He was just thinking one thing and one thing only. See ball, get ball. He did that.
Looking to pass. It's Cade. Getting some heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And I think everybody holds their breath when that QB is back to throw, and he's right near the goal line. You never know if it's truly a safety, but he just gets out of the end zone and avoids the safety.
The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse? Got enough space, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Back to throw, it's Kane. Pressure coming. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On second down, he'll let it fly. Buying some time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Tide with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Good timing on the quick out. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
That's a real good-looking throw in. I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling the plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
Let him bust for a longer, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Gets it out quickly. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field. Easy.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Inside the 40. Inside the 30. The 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas A&M. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. North Texas has the lead right now. The good folks in Denton have been buzzing all week. This game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over Duke.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Fires and picked off. He'll try to take him back, and they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
So you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up to the passing game.
They'll go to the ground. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! And the punishment has been extended. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone and it will be a touchback. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking for a man. It's Kane. Escapes trouble. The throw. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions. Trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
Fires to the tight end. Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. A strike downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
And get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
They're going to throw it again. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time, but not enough time. The defense gets to him.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Got it in the middle. It's Henderson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He fires it out to the right. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll give it to him again. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They want that clock to run. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you can do.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. A&M comes back out with another first down. They're getting this guy lathered up. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a